thanks to user group for giving me this opportunity, and I have shared my screen. So can you please confirm that it's visible?
Yeah, it is visible. And welcome all once again. This is the group for Dynamics 365. This is called Dynamics D365 User Group India. You can search it with that name, and we have our pages, and we are having our group as well. So it is recommended to follow all those because it might be a case that we are now having two sessions from Dhanraj sir, that is more on the business central, and then going forward on the then we will at the end I will announce that what all there is coming in. Probably we have Power BI sessions also with an integration, and we will get started now. Thank you all. And I will hand over to our today's speaker. Our today's speaker is Dhanraj Bansal, and he is having 16 years of experience within the Dynamics world, and he's very experienced, he's very knowledgeable, and he's very approachable. In case you need more help apart from this today's session, definitely you can reach us. Same way, Satya sir is from finance background, FNO, as well as the core finance people, CA. So in case you require more help from him, you can reach him on the LinkedIn. And same way, this is Umesh, and today is I'm hosting actually this particular event. And I'm from like in Microsoft background, more towards the cloud and the finance and operations CRM. So business center as well. So definitely, in case you require help on infrastructure side or a solution architect point, definitely you can contact me as well on the LinkedIn. So I will not get you waited all. I will just ask Dhanraj sir to start his session with the introduction. Thank you.
Once again, thanks, Umesh. And it's good to see that D365 User Group India is doing wonders, doing great job in sharing knowledge and collaborating and all. And I would like to thank Satya also, and all the best, and rather not best, all the best. I would say that his book is doing great job. I've gone through the book, and really a great book.
Yes, at least that book is very good for beginners and those who are not on a functional side, but they are just looking for it, that they can migrate to, at least they can switch their careers. So that's actually a very great book. I will share those links also while we progress in the session today. Thank you.
Right. At times it happens that people are in technical side from a decade or even more than that, and perhaps they get stuck in debit credit. So everything, the book will clear your concepts and yeah, all that. So having said that, and let me also say sorry or apologize for this session was supposed to be last week, and due to certain reasons we had to postpone that. So sorry about that. And let me get started. So coming to the agenda of the day, we will talk about introduction and user interface of Business Central, means Dynamics, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, which was earlier known as Dynamics NAV, and prior to that it was known as Navision. We will see that how old or how stable the product is. It's although it's a technical or introductory session, we will try to cover some history and geography also of the product. So we will see a role center in Business Central, various modules, what are the capabilities of the product, and features of Business Central. Okay, that's on the agenda part. Something about me, as Umesh said, that I'm working in Dynamics NAV Business Center from last 16 years. Did my master's MTech from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in 2005. After that, got through campus in PwC. I like sharing knowledge, means contributing in communities and all that. So I was active in communities, and due to that, I got a recognition which is known as Microsoft MVP in 2010, and which was subsequently upgraded, which was subsequently renewed also. I've done PMP, Project Management Professional, PM, my ACP, Certified Scrum Master, ex-PwC, ex-KPMG. And these are various my social media handles: LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. I have a channel on YouTube where I upload the videos related to MBA 800 exam of Business Central. So please feel free to connect with me, and it will be pleasure to discuss, get connected with people. Okay, so let's talk about the history. First version of Navision, it was known as Navision, was released in 1987 in Denmark. So the origin of the product is in Denmark. It's so 87 means 34 years it has completed, and it's a very stable product. Now it's on cloud, so software as a service in the SaaS model, as well as on-premise option is also there. Product was acquired by Microsoft in 2002. So after acquisition by Microsoft, we have seen drastic changes. The product got improved a lot in last 19 years. In September 2005, Microsoft rebranded the product and released it as Microsoft Dynamics NV, which is now known as Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, abbreviated as BC, cloud-based ERP system for SME, small and medium enterprises. And the latest version is Dynamics 365 Business Central Wave 2 2021. So every 6 months we see now major releases of the product, and even monthly we have hot fixes and minor releases also.
Sir, one point,
Yes,
we
please.
can't see you. We are looking for your video.
What happened? My camera is on.
Yeah, if that's a technical issue, no problem. We can go ahead with
No,
the
no,
session.
up to you if you want to share, otherwise fine.
Sorry, did Satya you say that you're able to see me?
No, we are not able to see. But in case there is a technical issue, let's leave it.
Yeah, seems camera is on, network is okay. I don't know what's the issue, so leaving.
Yeah,
fine.
no problem. Yeah, no problem. We can continue with the session.
Okay, fine. Thanks. So Microsoft is adding about 800 new customers every month, which is about 40 new customers per working day. Business Central now has over 15,000 customers till April 2021. It's about 7 months old statistics on its SaaS software as a service platform, and is seeing 200% annual growth in users. We can see various case studies or the companies which are using Business Central on this link. I'll show how the product looks, and I'll give a demo. But if those who are interested in having a free version of this for trial purpose, so here is the link, and maybe once we upload the video, perhaps we will share this link so that users can try free trial version of the product. Okay, coming to what is Dynamics 365 Business Central, a business management solution for small and medium-sized organizations, SMEs, small and medium enterprises. It manages financials, automates and secure the supply chain, and helps to sell smarter. So it has various modules, but financial, supply chain, trade inventory, service management, manufacturing, etc., and automates and streamlines business processes, helps improve customer service. It has a CRM, customer relationship management or relationship management module, also project management module, project performance, and optimizes operations. Core capabilities. So we have financial management. In financial management, there are accounts receivable, payable, AR, AP. Bank reconciliation, we can reconcile the bank statement. Fixed asset, FA, asset, month, year end closing. Then sales and service management, user can create quotes, sales quotes. Contact management, sales invoicing, opportunities, payment processing, In supply chain, we have inventory and purchasing control, shipment and distribution, returns and cancellations, credit memo, procurement, and vendor management. Coming to project management, capacity planning, jobs, resources, budgets and estimates, jobs and process costing, resource management, operations, forecasting, production planning, manufacturing capacity, warehouse management. And it has strong reporting means reports, customer insights, self-serve reports, interactive dashboards, integration with Power BI, integration with the Outlook, out of the box integration with the Outlook, and various third-party integration with various third-party tools can be done. It has out of the box integration with Dataverse or CRM, customer engagement, built-in intelligence. Financial management, we will see later on in the demo also that we have accounts receivable, payables. We can receive payments from our customers, pay to vendors, bank reconciliation, FA, fixed asset management, month year-end closing. On the sales front or service management, we can create quotes. If our customer or prospect who are not yet customers have requested for quotation, we can generate quotation, create contacts in Business Central, convert those contacts into vendor, bank, or customers. We have contact management, sales invoicing, complete sales cycle, purchase cycle, and I'll have a second session which is scheduled next week, in which I'll cover the sales process in Business Central and payment processing. It has beautiful shortcut, a shorter way for registering the payments which we receive from customers. Then project management, capacity planning of resources. What are the resources available? Their capacity planning, resource skills, budget and estimate, jobs and process costing, resource management. On the supply chain management, inventory and purchasing control, we have forecast, we have procurement worksheet, planning, shipment and distribution, returns and cancellation, provision to return or cancel. We have provision to receive more than what we order in case required, procurement and vendor management. Operations management, forecasting, production planning, manufacturing capacity, warehouse management, reporting, customer insights, self-serve reports, interactive dashboards. We will see that how Power BI can be utilized, can be leveraged, and how out of the box it has integration. As I mentioned earlier, this is available in software as a service SaaS on cloud, and on-premise version is also available. And SaaS software as a service has certain advantage in terms of capex, capital expenditure is not required. We don't have to spend on the servers. We don't have to spend on the initial costing on the license and all. So in the subscription-based module, subscription-based, we pay monthly or at a defined interval of time, and there is no initial huge cost. Earlier, it used to be that we have to spend on server, hardware, licensing, and all. So subscription option, internal and external users, licensing requirement for internal users, named user, and non-perpetual. Whereas external users like our vendors or our customers or those, they don't require full license. So external user is included with the organization's internal user SLs. So it has out of the box integration with Outlook. Using Outlook add-in, we can manage context relevant Business Central data right in Outlook. From Outlook, we can create quotes. From Outlook, we can create contacts or customers. A lot of stuff can be done from Outlook. It has tight integration with Excel. We can export the data, import the data to and from Excel. We can edit the data in Excel. I'll show that we can export the data from BC to Excel, edit it, and then upload in the publish in the Business Central. Integration with Power BI reports embedded with Business Central, pre-built Power BI apps and connectors, and Power Automate for workflows and approvals. Power Automate. The product is easily customizable using AL language Visual Studio Code. We can extend it, customize it as per the requirement of the business. Using extensions or apps, product can be customized easily. Per tenant extension, we have PTE per tenant extension using AL code. There's large and growing pool of add-ons of ISV available on AppSource. If you go to AppSource, we will find various ISV solutions. Like in the case of mobile, we go to the AppSource and we can download various apps. So similarly, in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central also, the ISVs publish their solutions. We can download it, try it, and later on, if required, we can buy license and all that. So it's in the more or less similar mode. We can install the app. If required, we can uninstall also. Easy integration with third-party system using APIs. So Business Central has APIs. We can publish APIs, API pages or code units or whatever, and then those can be consumed from third-party system, or using third-party. We can consume third-party APIs. We can call or use third-party APIs from Business Central. So the integration, real-time integration, can be done. Product has a familiar GUI, graphical user interface, which is similar to various MS Office suites. So because MS Office is so popular, and having user interface similar to MS Office gives it an edge. Out of the box integration with Outlook, Microsoft Teams, etc. So it has integration with Teams also. We can publish the items from Business Central to Teams, or it has integration with Teams. There are various country-specific localization from Microsoft or partners. For example, for India, we have India localization product, which is from Microsoft. For some countries, there are localization solutions which are done by partners. So various countries specific localizations are also available. On the AppSource, we can see various solutions published or app published by ISVs. Coming to the user interface. So user interface is similar to other products. So there we see app bar, the app bar at the top Business Central page. We can see various apps available: Outlook, Word, OneDrive, Excel. App Launcher allows you to quickly navigate to 365 apps. From here, we can launch other apps. 365 Home. And I've shared the link for trial version. So those who want to get into this and have not already done, so you can use trial version of the product. There is something called search for page or tell me icon. Earlier it was known as search, but now it does much more than search for page, additional things than just searching for page. And now it is named as tell me. So using tell me, we can search. And it's not just limited to same word. For example, in Business Central, we call it item. And in some other ERPs, I think it's called product, maybe in CE or others. So some synonyms names can also be used. If we search by product, then also it will open our item page. And it has some artificial intelligence also. You can search for pages and reports by using tell me icon, which is also commonly known as search for page icons. Search can help you quickly go to the elements such as icons, actions, pages, or reports, find information about how to complete a particular task. The on current page section lets you find and perform actions on the page that you have opened. So when you search, you will get the on current page. You will get go to pages, show all details and reports. Then we have my settings. Using my settings, we can change the company in which we are logged in. We can change our role center if that depends upon the permission whether we can change role center or not. But if permission is there, we can change our role center. Role center decides the user interface, the initial user interface which you see on the product. So company is sometimes in some other system it's known as legal entity. So it's a container. It's in the environment there can be multiple companies. The changes that you make will only affect your workspace. You can do your personalization. You can add items as your favorite. For example, if you someone uses purchase invoice repeatedly in a day or very frequently, so the user can add that as favorite so that it will look at the front end. You can change the role center, company, work date, region, language, and notification field on my settings page. Role center, the initially what you see on the product. Umesh, is my business central page visible now, or did I share just the PPT?
No,
Can you
I
please
think
confirm
it
that?
is. Yeah.
Can
We
you
are
please
not able to
confirm that
see. Yeah,
you
we
are
are
not
not.
able to? Can you see it now?
Yes, we are able to see. Thank you.
Thanks for confirming. So here I'm logged into Business Central. businesscentral.dynamics.com and logged in. So what I see over here, this is my role center. This is one page, a type of page. There are various types of pages in Business Central. So this, what I see here is a role center. And my setting I was talking about, here is my settings. Now role center, I'm using the role center of a business manager. If I change the role center, for example, if someone is from sales team, sales order processor, so that user will be given role center of a sales order processor. Now you'll notice that I have activities and this is my current user interface. If I change it to sales order processor, then it most of the activities which I'll see over here will be related to sales order processing. The user who does the day-to-day activities of sales related. Now again, I'm going back to business manager. So activities, these are activities. Now camera, incoming documents, various queues and insights, business performance, various KPIs, dashboard, it will show, it will graphics, Power BI reports. Okay, the reporting box. So this page roles is decided by the user interface is decided by the role center which is assigned to you. Right now I'm logged in into company Kronos USA. There can be multiple companies in the database in the environment. So companies, for example, in this one, my company, Kronos USA and Cloud Week. These are the companies. Companies also known as legal entities in other application, other ERP systems. Work date is my work date, which will be used in data entry. So I was mentioning something like favorite. For example, if a user is doing purchase order related activities very frequently, so what he can do is purchase order, click on this one, add bookmark to your role center. So if I click on this one, so my purchase order is this is added as a shortcut here. So I'll not have to search every time, and I'll not have to go into purchasing and then search for purchase order. Rather, it will be added at the front end itself. Headlines, this also I can change. I can customize it. Actions. Okay. Back to. So this is my role center. Okay. The role center. Now, can you see my PPT presentation, or do I need to change again? Umesh?
Yeah, I think you need to switch back again.
Switching the system.
Yeah. So one question, Dhanraj, actually somebody has posted. His name is Pawan. He was
Yeah.
asking that can we use the database, multiple database for multiple clients, or how it is? It is not recommended.
Multiple databases for.
So you showed that there will be multiple databases like Chronos, My Database, and
Okay,
Cloud.
multiple companies you mean?
Yeah, multiple company.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, one company has office in US or India and Singapore. These are various entities of a group company. Some company XYG US, XYG has office in Singapore, XYG has office in India. And all these countries will have their own legal statutory requirement. Taxation will be different. So then one database or one environment and will have three different companies: XYG US, XYG Singapore, and XYG your India. So three different companies can be there. For example, here I was showing my Kronos USA, there can be Kronos India, there can be Kronos Singapore.
Okay, so basically the question was we cannot use it for multiple clients. Like let's suppose I have one client as Google and second client as Microsoft. So they cannot reside in one business central, correct? Because
What
both
will
the
the
legal
need
entities are
of will they be what will the need of having same database if these two are altogether different, or some
companies.
sort of
Yes.
competitor, or if there is no collaboration between those, so why
Correct.
would they like to have same database?
Correct. Yes. So Pawan, it is not recommended as suggested. Yeah. Thank you. You can continue with
So
the session.
yeah, in case there is any such means if Microsoft or Google or some other company which have no business relationship, if there is no intercompany transaction between these two companies or something like that, why would they like to have same database? Yeah, I was sharing my is my PPT visible now, or what's that you see on screen?
No, still Business Central is visible. Yeah, we can see the PPT now.
Okay. So role center represents the home page, a starting screen that is designed for the needs of specific role in an organization. So I showed you sales manager, sales order processor. I showed you business manager. So there could be CEO, a role center separately for CEO who will not like to go into the details of the transaction, but rather would like to see KPIs, key performance indicators, or graphs and charts. Okay, so the role center, there could be role center for CEO or top management also separately. So based upon your role in the organization, different role center and different accesses. And there is security or permissions related things also. For example, uh, if I'm a salesperson and I should see only my customers, then that provision is there. For example, if a user is, let's talk about although payroll processing is not there. For example, the user should not see the salary of the other. So data restrictions or what you can see in the system, those security setups or roles and permissions are there. Depending upon your role, the role center gives you an overview of the business, your department, or your personal tasks. It also helps you to go to daily tasks and find work that is assigned to you. To change the role center settings, how to change the role center, I'll have to go to my settings in the which I showed you. In the right top corner, select the setting icon and then select my settings. On the my settings page, in the role center field, select the role center that you want to set as your standard. For example, select accountant, select the OK button. Different parts of the role center. So we see ongoing sales. These are queues and tiles. So tell me or search was there at the top. This is my tell me or search. Tell me what you want to do. For example, I want product. So in Business Central, we call it items. But even if I'm searching with product, there are search enabled based upon synonyms. So product is set as a synonym of items. So it shows me various options, show all 12. So this items list is opening. So when I search, go to reports, documentation, various documentations, create a get from Microsoft App Source. Notifications, settings. Then we have help, account management departments, various departments, insights, user tasks, my user task, pending user tasks. There can be approval related entries, approvals, pending approvals, email status, self-service, favorite accounts, or my items, my accounts. All that can be done. Trial balance. These are various departments: finance, cash management, sales, purchasing. Home, sales, finance, cash management, purchasing. Queues and action tiles. Role Center provides a diverse set of queues and action tiles. A queue provides a visual representation of aggregate business data. For example, here I see purchase order 13. So if I go and click on that, I can get into details, but it is giving me an overview of that. Open sales invoices are total sales for the month. Queues are interactive, meaning that you can select the queues. You can apply various filters, drill down. There are options to see product videos, getting started, learning related things, insights, company, a legal entity or company like we saw Kronos USA, my company, or Cloud Week. Profile or roles. So these are various roles which are already there in the system: accountant, accounting manager, bookkeeper, business manager. We can define which is the default role. When you create a new user, which roles get as default role. We can enable or disable some roles, that these roles are enabled or disabled. We can create new roles from here. For example, if I want to create a copy of business manager and create a new role. Business manager, modified, the name. So now this one is created. I can customize pages. For example, for the new business manager, let's say I want to hide chart of accounts. I can do that. You have previously personalized the business manager. If you want to reload this page without it. And let's say if I want to remove purchasing or remove certain things from here. This is currently hidden. If I want to display it, show. And once show this one also. Favorite accounts, Power BI, my job queues. Okay, once I'm done with that, and if I say yes, close the browser tab. New business manager, if I select this one, so here we will notice that purchasing is not there. The things which I set as hidden are not there. Company hub, which was not available earlier, is visible here in this one. My job queue was not there in the business manager. Now it's visible. So this way we have created a new profile. So what are the customized pages? Which pages have we customized? We can see that. And if you want to clear the personalization, the modification which we did, we can do that as well. Profile extensions. Okay. Now let me show you Excel add-in. This is my customers list page. And if I search for Excel, open in Excel or edit in Excel? So if the requirement is just to export the data in Excel, that I can do. But in addition to that, if I use edit in Excel,
Then we can't see anything right now.
okay. What about now?
Yeah, we can see now. Yes, thank you.
So we are using edit in Excel so that we can export the data from Business Central to Excel, do our modifications there in the data, mass modifications or whatever modifications, and then we will see how to publish that back into Business Central. So right now, if you see the data from BC is exported, I have 6 records which were there in these 6 records, so 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and this one. So let me modify some of the existing fields. Let's say for customer 20,000 tray research, if I change this name, okay, I can do this modification. But when it comes to the data which is called flow field in Business Central, which is calculated field, these are not editable. For example, balance of the customer, I cannot edit in Excel. Currently it is 3036.6, and if I want to change it to 10,000 or something, and I'll publish it into BC, it should give me error, because balance will come from the transactions or history of the transactions of the customer. Okay, so I'll do Control Z. Right now I have modified the name. I can modify, update its customer's credit limit if it's there, or its address, but not the balance. Okay. So new name, School of Fine Art. Also, I am changing its name. And Control save and publish it. So publish successful, workbook updated. Now if I go to Business Central and refresh, it is still showing. Oh, search name. I think I modified search name, not the name. Let me modify name. And so now we see the name is updated, new name. New name and new name too. But in case I change this balance, which is ideally should not be updatable from outside. And if I go and publish, change made to read only fields. So these fields are marked as read only and we cannot change those. Will be reverted, continue. Okay, yes. So the change is reverted. I updated it to 10,000. Now it's reverted to 3036.6, which was the value earlier. Credit limit, I can modify it. Process two changes. So if I go and check for this customer 20,000, what is the credit limit? 20,000. Earlier it was 0. So this way we can edit the data in Excel. I'm in customer card. So there are three, this option share to teams. If I click on share to teams, okay, so there are certain limitations due to account, which is I think I've not used this for Teams. That's why it is showing. Otherwise, I can share the data in Teams. We have various fact boxes associated with, for example, for vendor, these are the statistics. What is the balance of vendor outstanding orders? Various queues, quotes from this vendor, blanket order, orders, invoices, and all that. So I think that's it from my side, Umesh. If there are any questions, we can address those.
Yes, we have the questions. Thank you, Dhanraj sir. And the questions, I think, is first question is already answered. The second question more is towards the licensing. How licensing are managing for business center? Is it the same with FNO? So basically, people are trying to compare the licensing with respect to BC and FNO.
See, there are broadly two types of license here. One is essential, and the second one is I think called extended. So essentials has all everything except manufacturing and service management module. So if you are using essentials module license, you cannot use manufacturing module of the BC, and you cannot use service management module of the BC. And extended license will allow you usage of those two modules also. So that's on the essentials and extended, but team member license will again depend upon whether you are using essential or extended. There are external user or some very cheap kind of license. For example, outside user can use your, maybe perhaps vendors or someone can use, and that has limited capabilities. So I think that's on the licensing front.
Yeah, so there was second question from Ranjit. How Dynamics 365 Business Center is different from Navision 2018? So basically, he's adding further more question to it, that only cloud part is added to like in Business Central, or there is no difference between the functionality in the Navision 2018 and Business Central?
The main thing he has covered that cloud part, and on top of that, Microsoft keeps releasing every 6 months these, and there are certain enhancements on every release. For example, maybe 2018 is not having over receiving functionality, and certain other stuffs which come with every new release. But a functionality perspective, maybe 95% or 97% same.
Correct, correct. Also, so there is some more question from Ranjit based on the defining of the dashboard. So can we define dashboard based on the role center or user group specific?
See, on the role center dashboard, what you attach will depend upon your role center. For example, the sales order processor will not see what a CEO sees, or the business performance, what he would like to see will be different from what a CEO would, or CFO would like to see. So that's how it is specific to role center, you can say that.
Okay, okay, okay. And the next question followed by Ranjit is, so now data ports are replaced with edit Excel functionality.
Uh, I believe he's talking about data port slash XML port and edit. We cannot say exactly same. Using data port or XML port, you can import the data from XML or different file formats. Okay. But edit in Excel or configuration package, for that matter, are not exactly replacement, but to a certain extent has more or less similar purpose. It is not a replacement. It is not that XML port is gone. So when the user asks the question based upon data port, so replacement of data port is, I think, XML port. Data ports were there, I think, up to NAV 2009 or so, and then we have XML ports. But XML ports are still there. It is not that XML ports are removed and we have edit in Excel. No, that's not the case.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Does that answer his question, or maybe if he would like to extend his question, or if he would like to have any subsequent or supplementary questions?
Yeah, yeah, I think there are a couple of raised hands. Yes, yeah, Ranjit, you can unmute yourself and talk to us. No problem. Floor is open for open discussion and the questionnaires.
Thanks, Umesh, and thanks, Dhanraj, for sharing this valuable information. So I was just, because I was working in Microsoft Navision from 2007 to 2010. So I have worked in Navision quite long back. So there we used to use these XML ports to upload the data when we move from legacy system to Dynamics, right? Yeah, so now you've shown us a functionality of edit Excel where we can modify some data. So I was just thinking, like, can this edit Excel used for when we do a legacy or say data migration from legacy system to this Dynamics, or we have to still use those XML ports?
See, I think, yeah, you have good question, great question. So I think you are talking about opening balances or when you start the company. So we used to do XML ports and all that. So now we have configuration package or configuration worksheet. Using configuration package or worksheet, generally we import the data at the initial stage. So we can define which tables, which fields we want to use, and then we can create a package, export to Excel. For example, we have defined payment terms, currency, finance charge. This is the list of the tables. Okay, what I can do is export to Excel. It will take some time, but let me just show you that. So what will happen, we can for importing data at the initial stage, we can use configuration package. Okay, so data ports are no more there, but XML ports are there and still in use.
Okay, maybe extension to the integration maybe on the data ports and XML files.
Right, XML port can be used for importing, let's say day to day, some sort of integration that you have a folder where you place your files and you want to import those. So for that also you can use.
Correct. Yeah.
So configuration package is there for importing data maybe initially or subsequently also. So we have configuration package, we have edit in Excel, and we have XML ports are also still there and will remain there.
Okay.
So for
I
example,
think
I was showing that payment terms, currency, and these data is created. Now you can edit it and bring back into the system, or maybe initially these will be blank. While you are creating new company or while you are importing data, you will insert the data and bring it back into Business Central. I hope that answers his question.
Thank you, Dhanraj. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I think we have Gulshan raising his hand.
Yeah, hi everyone. And first of all, thanks a lot for the nice session. I was not able to join from the beginning, but I joined in the mid and I really enjoyed the part, example, in Edit in Excel. And I do have one question from Edit in Excel. So when I download, let's say I go on customer card and I use Edit in Excel. So what are the default columns which comes in? And if I want to add any column, because on customer card, there are like 100 fields. So if I want to add a particular field, then what is the way?
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me just.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, before answering your question, I would like to also say that you are also doing a great job. I think I've seen your sessions. I believe I'm talking to the same person, right?
Yeah, it's Gulshan.
So yeah,
Thank you
Gulshan,
for
you're
that.
also, yeah, you're doing a very good thing there. Gulshan, I don't have a exact answer to this. This is something I'll have to try explore it.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know in FinOps there is a Excel configuration template I think we call it. So might be in Business Central also there might be something.
Not properly audible. Is that Satya?
Yes,
Yeah.
is it?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay, now I'm saying in FinOps there is a configuration template where you can add or remove the field in the template.
Satya, you're not audible correctly.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
I
now?
got the answer though. I not the answer, but in FNO, Satya is telling that there's a configuration template in which you can add and remove the columns which you want to export. But yes, this we don't have in Business Central and not in the Edit in Excel part. Definitely we do have in configuration package, but I have not seen an Edit in Excel. So
does it edit and Excel export all the fields and we don't have any choice perhaps? My understanding is it will export all the fields. I
no,
might be
because
wrong.
if it exports all the fields, then it is going to be like a lot of field, like more than 100. So
Yeah, I
it
think,
doesn't.
okay, for example, let's try it. No?
Yeah, sure.
On the screen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like 10, 12 fields only. Okay.
Okay.
On the for the customer list.
Okay.
What happened? Okay, this is my and not DH. So
yeah, it has
there
lots
are
of lots of
80 plus, at least 80 plus. So up to A to Z, and then we have A, B this way, and then B series, then C. So about
Okay.
78 plus 79, 80, 81 fields.
Okay. In that case, we do need to verify that whether it appears like it is bringing on the fields.
Yeah, I think somewhere I read, or my understanding is that it exports all the fields.
Okay, so in that case, again, because if export all the fields, and if the user say, okay, I don't want these many fields, end user will say. So do we have any provision? Because I was not able to find anything like that. That I want only these 10 fields, let's say.
Let's say we while importing it back. Okay, let's say I keep only these 5-6 fields and the rest I delete. While the template is there, okay, I added this template. I have kept only these 6 fields, okay, and now I changed new name to back to something. Edit in Excel. Edit in Excel 2, something like this. Okay, so the system has given me a template which is having 80 plus fields. Now I selected my selected fields. In this case, I have kept only I think 6 fields, and I did my data entry, and now I want to publish it. Will it allow?
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Okay.
0 changes were successful. 6 errors were encountered. Let's show me errors.
Actually, Edit in Excel is not configurable as per my understanding from Microsoft.
Yeah.
So Edit in Excel may not be. Then
we need to use as it is.
Yeah, perhaps. And then perhaps if you want to do that, you can use configuration package. Perhaps.
Exactly.
Yeah, but more thing, it won't export all the fields actually. I used and it missed a few of the fields and not the customized fields also.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So it is not configurable or customizable. It is we should use as it is. Yeah, from Microsoft. Yeah.
Okay. And I just want to add one more point here. But initially, when we got Edit and Excel functionality, it was not there in Reckoning Journal. And due to that, we had a problem on which I posted a separate video, because in a Reckoning Journal, you don't have Edit in Excel. And also, like in other journals, we can copy paste the data back to the journals. Like we can export it into Excel, edit something, add more lines, and copy it back exactly to the journal. But this was not happening in Reckoning Journal. So recently, I believe in the last update, 2021 Wave 2, this has been added on Reckoning Journal as well. So Edit in Excel is now available in Reckoning Journal as well.
So, which means in the future we can expect that removing, adding these fields, what you are expecting will be there.
Right.
In near future.
Right. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Any further questions, Umesh?
Yeah, there was one question on the minimum number of licenses used to be purchased. So FNO is definitely 20. Business Central, you can start with 1 or 2 that I have seen. Should not be an issue. Can we change the posting group in Excel and publish in BC while posting groups get changed? Or we have to do manual on the customer card? So this is the question from R. Bharat.
Okay, I think you can do that. For example, okay, right now we were having this customers data, right? So somewhere posting groups would also be there. General business posting groups, domestic. What are the options? Let me see. What are the options? Domestic and we will change that. Let me create a new one. So for customer 10,000, I have as of now domestic. Everything is domestic. In fact, general business posting group domestic. Now I'm in my
So if you have not created customer posting group, it will also automatically create an update, right?
1 second, just a second. No, I think the data master data should be there. International, we created, I think, a general business posting group, not the customer business posting group. So I have changed it for first 2 customers. Okay, and now I go and publish it.
There might be some validation which is running, so.
Yeah, validation will be there. For example, now we will see that
it is published.
It is published, and I'm going back and checking there. So international is there.
Ah, perfect.
Okay, now if I enter something which is not there in the master, in the okay, let's say something like we change it this way and publish it. Errors. Okay. So the data, if international 2 is because it's not there in the master, it is giving me error. If I change it back. So those kind of validations are there, and I expect it is really good that it is validating. Otherwise, you can enter any junk or anything.
Sure. So let's pick up the next question. The next question is, can we have manufacturing processes integrated in Business Central?
Manufacturing
process integration.
Manufacturing process integration. If the question is related to whether manufacturing module is there as a part of Business Central or not, then the answer is yes. But you need extended license for that. In the essential license, manufacturing is not included. So manufacturing is there. We have production order, we have planned production order or finished production order, BOM, bill of material, assembly, planning, capacity, and all that. Work center. Okay.
Okay, so we have one more question, like what are the limitation of external users? Please explain what is the list price from Microsoft.
What is the list price?
Yeah, listed price for Microsoft.
On the pricing part, I'm not clear. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Pricing part, I'm not clear.
Okay, no problem. We will take it offline.
Country to country, this can be different also.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Sorry, what are the limitations for external user license, Dhanraj?
So basically, you're talking for accountants or external users?
External users. Actually, one of my customers wants to use for their vendors to place the orders or to check the purchase orders and all. So how we can provide them the license for the Business Central?
Not perform business process on behalf of.
I think it will be having the standard cost for the external users. You just need to invite them in the Excel, in the AAD, Azure Active Directory. And if you have the licenses, they should be able to use the same licenses actually. The cost should be standard, like probably it is like $18 or $20 per user. So same thing will be applied.
The team member license was $8.
Yeah. Umesh, I think we have internal and external users, and external users has certain limitations and cheaper price.
Correct. Okay.
But exact nitty-gritty details, what they can do.
Yeah, definitely functionality will be reduced, right?
Yeah, they have limited access. They can do only modify or limited tables and all. There are certain limitations.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Next question is coming from which GST report is available in Business Central?
Which GST report is available, huh?
Yeah, I think it is more towards the India localization.
India specific India localization.
Yeah, so
I have not worked on India localization.
Correct,
I have
correct.
primarily worked on W1 only, so not in a position to answer that question.
Yeah, no problem. I guess we can use designer option in Excel to add extra fields. So that's the comment from Ali.
So is that edit comment for edit in Excel?
Yes.
Hey, Dhanraj. So I was just thinking that was that design option is there for. So is it to hide those extra columns that probably the user is not interested, or is it just to add those extra column which are not at the front end that we exported, or it's not in the configuration of it to Excel, and then we just want to add and see the values. So I was just thinking, I mean, because there is an option called design, right?
Yeah, so that's a valid input, that's a valid suggestion, but this is something which we would like to have, would have to explore and see.
In
So
design
some,
option, I hope there is no design option for production environment. That is only for sandbox environment actually, as of now. They have removed last year itself the design option for production environment.
design
So,
for Excel, right?
Yeah,
We are
and
talking about design.
when we do the public refresh, right? So there is a last option called design. So I'm not sure about that that particular thing. If you open your Excel and then you can
Yeah,
see.
I'm opening. So you are talking about design, this one. Add table, add fields, labels, data source.
When we say add fields, so I just thinking that maybe those fields that are not visible right now, probably we can add and see here.
So is it not
yeah,
that by default everything? But it is giving some other tables also, right?
Yeah, pre-existing tables can be used, like pre-existing fields can be used, I think.
Fields is okay, but looks like this is other tables also. Job list, job planning line. It is so for example, my data, this one is related to customer only, customer list, one table, right? And why would I like to have fields from jobs or some other table which is perhaps not even directly related?
Or it's probably when we have a customer and then we have a corresponding customer ledger entry table just to see in the next step. I'm not sure of that one. So is this the use of that one?
Not really sure. We'll have to try.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Sure, no problem. Thank you. We will take the last question. Do we have retail modules as well in the business center, or what is the best retail ISV?
Retail, I think a well-known add-on LS Retail. So LS Retail is having point of sales, and also LS Retail is a add-on or a ISV solution. So I think generally that's what is used by retail companies.
Correct, correct. To add on licenses, we have device licenses also, which is actually tagged to the point of sale machines. Just for an everyone information. The final question is about the dimension flow, in which table while posting the transactions and how many dimensions we can create in Business Central, basically.
You can create a number of dimensions. There is no limitation as such, but when it comes to defining shortcut and global at a GL setup, general ledger setup level, we have 8, and I think those 8, maximum those 8 can be used in analysis purposes. Analysis, I'm talking about analysis by dimension and all, but in case you want to attach it, for example, in purchase order or some document, you can attach any number of dimensions as such.
Correct, correct. So I think we are done. Any questions, any reviews, any thoughts for today? Okay, if not, then the next session, which we will be conducting, will be in the same continuous with an advance from Dhanraj sir. It will be on. It will be on 4th
Sales
of
process.
December. Yeah,
Yeah,
sales process
coming
on
week.
coming week,
Coming
4th December. And then we will definitely have the last session of the year would be on 11th December, which will be of the more towards the Power BI embedded in finance and operations. So keep yourself posted on that. Subscribe and do like the channel. Definitely you will get the alerts on those as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Dhanraj sir. Thank you, Satya sir.
Thanks
For
a
that.
lot for giving me opportunity, and it was nice interacting. And if there are any unanswered questions or people would like to ask question later on, they can send me through LinkedIn or whatever media. Okay, social
Sure.
media. Thanks a lot.
Sure, definitely. Yeah. Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.